Hi paper lovers, it's Sarah, and the Scrappy Moms have released 2 brand new stamp sets. This is With All My Heart, and it is full of Thanksgiving, what the heck, full of Valentine's Day and love sentiments. Really, really cute sentiments. I love these lips. I can't wait to make something with that. But for today, I'm going to be using the Happy Heart Day. The paper that I'm using is by Recollections, and it's this With Love 6x6 stacks from Michaels. My card base is 5x5, and this is Paper Tray Inks cardstock. And then my mat is 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. This really cute red paper with white hearts. Before I adhere this down, I'm going to add some twine to it. I already have some adhesive on there because I started this card and then remembered I needed to add my twine. I am using maraschino baker's twine, which can be purchased on the Scrappy Moms blog, and then I'm also using Paper Tray Ink twine, which is stuck to my table. I'm going to wrap this around a couple times. Normally I would do it more, but it's what I have right here, so I'm just going to keep it at that. Alright, let me just add a little bit more ATG, and I'll stick that down. To fix that corner later. Okay, so the next thing I have is a piece of craft cardstock that's 3.5 by 3.5. Actually, yeah, I guess it is 3.5 by 3.5. And I've cut little hearts out of different patterns from that stack. And I got these hearts from the Creator Critter cartridge. I forgot to write the page down, so I'll put it up on the video. But I cut them at 6.25. And you'll see that I had cut a heart out of this paper. It's something that I was trying to do and it wasn't working, so that's a mistake. So I just covered up my mistake, and I'm going to add another heart to that in just a second. But first I'm going to add this down to my card. You know, sometimes you have an idea in your head, and then once you start putting it down on paper, it doesn't really work. So instead of just getting rid of the card, which I was going to do, I came up with another idea. Okay, so this is going to go right about there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. Like I said, I'm using Happy Heart Day. I'm using Jenny Boland's Cough Syrup ink. I'm going to stamp that right on there. I love this red with the craft cardstock. I think it looks really pretty. Okay. Now let's see. What I did was I cut another heart out, and I cut it just a little bit bigger than the 6.25, and I put a little foam square on it, and I'm just going to stick that down on top of my mistake. Just to kind of cover up the hole. And then I'm going to make, I wanted this heart to kind of stand out a little bit because I'm going to be adding a couple little doodads to it. I tied a little bow out of that Paper Tray Ink twine. And I'm just going to, let's see, I like this side better. I'm going to add some Scotch Quick Dry adhesive to the back, just a little dot. And I'm going to stick this down on my heart. If this doesn't stick, then I'll use a glue dot, but I'm just trying to use this. Alright, we'll see if that's going to dry. And then I have, where'd they go? Some rhinestones from Michaels. I have had these in my stash for a really long time. And I'm going to add a couple of red ones. on each side of my sentiment. Fix them up. But then I'm going to add one right here to my little bow. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, and then I'm going to take just a little piece of this twine. Okay, so that's not cooperating. I'm going to I'm going to use a little piece of the baker's twine. It'll probably be easier. I just want to gather my twine like that. And then I'm just going to cut these. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I have a little red flower from Recollections. They don't carry those little flowers anymore, but I still use them a lot. I'm going to grab a glue dot, and I'm just going to stick it down where I gathered. And then I'm going to take one last red rhinestone and stick it in the center of my flower. And there it is. Oh, it turned out cute. For something that was nothing like I intended, it's not that bad. So I'll put a link down at the bottom to the Scrappy Moms blog so you can check out their new stamps. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a blessed day.